What's up, Extra Butter listeners? On today's episode, we dive into episode 3 of our space series. We get our first spoof movie on the podcast, episode 19. We watched Spaceballs, 1987 sci-fi comedy spoof based on the Star Wars movies directly. Little bit of ties to some other movies that you might catch in there as well, but just a classic spoof comedy that we've kind of gotten away from as time has gone on, which we'll talk about a little bit more within the pod. Dive into a screen unseen. We saw Eden this week, so talk a little bit about that. Geese and I both got a chance to go, as well as watching not only Bad Guys 1, but getting into the theaters and watching Bad Guys 2. I might have rated it one of the best animated movie series of all time, so you have to find out. We talk about some Gears to Grind, pretty lengthy Gear to Grind. We had a two-man game today, pick and roll, me and Geese alone. Got in a little bit of capitalism, so might have ran a little bit over on that, but hot and heavy Gears to Grind today, and also gave out some Oscars to some staples in our lives here, and maybe even a small business. So make sure you guys check that out. Find every episode on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, all the updates, what's to come next, what we've already done, what to go back and listen to. You can find on Instagram or X, the Everything app. Everything happens on X. Get ready for the two-man show. Geese, roll the tape.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.
This is episode 19, and ladies and gentlemen, the Extra Butter Boys are bringing you a little bit of a pick and roll today. It's a two-man show. Me and Geese, Trav out, internet problems, Critter down in Florida. Couldn't make it. Good for him taking a little vacation. So we're going to see how this thing goes. We got fantasy football. We got football back. We got screen unseen. We've got animated movies. We've got the movie of the week. We've got a lot to talk about. I don't know where you want to start, but excited to do a little two-man game here, Geese.
No kidding, man. It's weird having two guys. You know, we're dropping like flies over here, but we are the backbone of this organization. I'm not afraid to say it.
You gotta have a standard. You just have to. So the show goes on. Everybody knows that. The train's moving. It's been moving for months now, and the train don't stop for nobody. So the show must go on, as they say in show business. So the two-man game, we'll see how it goes, but still excited to dive in. We can start on Screen Unseen, because I know we both saw it this week. Yeah. I missed it last week. I know you liked it, so yeah, take it away.
Yeah, so Screen Unseen last Monday was a movie called Eden. It is basically a take on the documentary about the first settlers to the Galapagos Isles. Three, groups. There's a family, a baroness, and a doctor that are all living on this island. And the movie takes us through what life is like there, really. You get some interesting characters, from people who don't want to talk to their neighbors to more, help out friends. And then the Baroness is the one trying to, set up a property for, hotel, tourism, long thinking ideas. What's crazy about this movie is that the movie is inspired about true events. There's a documentary that's based on the true events. So the differences there is that based on true events follows the story more closely than inspired. Reason being is that, back in the 1930s, this is, when it started, when this took place, is that they did some silent films of these families and everything. And we find out why, right? At the end of the day, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's an incredible story. Acting was pretty solid. And we get Sydney Sweeney in a role that, most people don't think that she can do. And I thought she killed it.
Yeah, I think my take is that I just continue to just gas Screen Unseen, because
of course
I would have never gone to see this movie. I didn't even know about it, honestly. I think this is one, like I said, like 40 Acres, that was released at the Toronto Film Festival in 2024. And then American releases this year. I think it's usually typically within the next couple weeks whenever they show it. But yeah, the reason I love Screen Unseen, one, I would have never gone to see this. Two, it just continues to give me actors and actresses. Like I have, for whatever reason, a personal boycott on Sydney Sweeney. I thought she got.
I get it.
I still don't know where she came from. I don't know if she started in acting. I don't know if she started in.
I think it was
somewhere
Euphoria.
else.
It was a TV show. I thought it was Euphoria, where she first got highlighted, and then a bunch of rom-coms, things like that, and then side roles like she's in The White Lotus. So definitely, spreading the feelers out for her.
Well, she's blown up, and I think a lot of guys obviously think she's hot. She is a very attractive female.
She's got good genes.
Yeah, and I think for me, I don't know if that. I think this is just the I don't know if it would say the hypocrite in me, but like I never saw her in anything until this movie, and I think I started to just not watch things if she was in it because of the hype around her.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Certain people, do you just have that? Nothing against her. That just, for whatever reason, everybody's like, oh, this girl's so hot. It's like, well, she's an actress, so,
what else?
Yeah.
Is she good in her roles or not?
Yeah. So I didn't watch anything she was in, not necessarily intentionally, but I wouldn't go out of my way to just check it out. So first any film I've seen with her in it, and I thought she was incredible. Really good acting job. We had a rocket ship cast of girls when it comes to Sweeney, Ana de Armas, and Vanessa Kirby.
Funny that Vanessa Kirby's blowing up. Ana de Armas, we were just watching Knives Out, and she is the housekeeper. She's not the housekeeper, but she's the at-home nurse. And I'm like, oh shit! Like I didn't recognize who she was, and now I do. Right? It's funny how it works out with the screen unscenes.
Super funny because the other movie I saw yesterday has it's weird how a lot of these things tie together. Movies that are completely unrelated, actors and actresses that have nothing to do with one another. But Vanessa Kirby, I knew who she was. Now I see this, and then I realize she's Sue Storm. She's Sue Storm. I looked her up afterwards. I've seen a lot of shit she's been in. She was there's a new Netflix movie out called it's she's trying to scrape up $25,000. I watched that. She's showing up everywhere now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when your friend gets a new car, and then that's the only you see that car everywhere. It's the same thing with actors and actresses. You see them in one thing, and then the next movie, I had no idea she was in this.
Yeah.
So it's funny how it works like that.
Yeah, but no, Eden overall, Sydney Sweeney was great. I thought the cast was awesome. The movie itself, like I said, is not one I would have seen the trailer for and been like, oh, I got to see that, because it's not I didn't know much about.
I don't know if I would have watched it either, but man, the rabbit hole I went down to find out if this movie was real or not, because again, it said inspired by, so I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
Well, and
then it's the levels I went through.
Well, I think we talked about it too, post movie of when you take, we talked about the based on a true story or inspired by true events and the differences there. And when you take a inspired by true events, you have so much freedom to kind of do what you want. And I think how little we actually know about what went on that island. Perfect story to choose to tell your own story.
Right. Exactly.
You don't know.
You know the end goal, right?
Yeah.
You know what happened. What's interesting about it is that no one knows what happened to these people at one point. So the movie fills in the gaps there and tied it all together really well, made everyone cohesive and interact with each other, where, the real story is probably a lot more boring than that. So, right. Give or take, a lot of the things in that movie probably actually didn't happen, but that's the entire point. So,
yeah. And we don't actually know. So the director, the writer,
right.
They have the freedom. I think it was Ron Howard.
I think that's right.
Which and I'm probably talking out my ass, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty damn good. In terms of movies he's made, he does a really nice job directing. When I told my buddy that I talk about a lot on here that I went, he was like, "Oh, the Ron Howard film." I think he's pretty damn good at what he does. I mean, you look him up, and the first thing I see is the Andy Griffith Show. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the OG, Arrested Development, a lot of TV shows, Da Vinci Code, Happy Days, a lot of old school TV. It's just an interesting story. I think it was a knockout for when you're looking at old, you know, not mythical stories, right? This shit actually happened. These people were physically there, but we don't know what happened. Great item to pick to write a movie about. And they did a good job.
Yeah. I mean, Jude Law, David Brew. So a lot of guys that like we know.
Yeah.
And they killed it, man, for, being set on a goddamn island in the Galapagos, being European, showing up with nothing. Like, it just, people were built different back then to just, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And then bitching about 47 acres, like today, like, I'd kill somebody for 47 acres, These guys are living on an island for 47 acres. So,
yeah, it's like post World War I. So it's like, we talked about where we are today in 2025.
Yeah.
So to think people were doing that right now would be absolutely crazy for somebody to just up and leave and go.
It'd be on socials. That's the thing. It's like those guys went there and they were writing letters.
Yeah.
And who knows when the fuck those get picked up.
And they weren't doing it for clicks. They were doing it to live, It wasn't like
they're trying to get away from society and like do their own shit. And now, like, if someone were to do that today, there'd be social, GoFundMe, like a million other people would hop on the same ship compared to like 3.
Yeah. Yeah. No, good movie. And with that being said, I know we've had a lot of difficulties getting the pod up and running this weekend, but I am grateful for it because I got a chance to go see another movie before recording. I don't think I told you what I saw.
You did not. I was going to ask. You didn't tell us. Kept it close to the chest.
So we had Chelsea and I had a little bit of a dual screening yesterday, you could say, because we went to watch Bad Guys 2. So in order to watch Bad Guys 2, you have to watch Bad Guys 1. So we watched Bad Guys 1 at home, and then we went and watched Bad Guys 2, which I will say you should 1,000% watch Bad Guys 1 if you're going to watch Bad Guys 2. It's not a movie. You could see it. It would be enjoyable. But it is
a lot of callbacks.
It's the same characters. You wouldn't understand the story. Like, the bad guys turn good guys. Like, there's a lot of things that you have. Like, the first one directly pushes into the second one. So, like, it'll show at the beginning there's a couple flashbacks to the first one, but not enough of, like, they don't do enough of catching you up on what happened. They just show, like, little snapshots to kind of get you laughing. But they don't tell you, like, they don't give you the rundown of what happened in one that well.
Yeah.
They just kind of.
That's a cartoon. Fuck it.
Yeah. So
which one was better?
Dude, I'm ready to start the conversation. I don't know where it comes in. But I think I got a lot of thoughts on this movie. Both movies. I don't know where it comes in, but I think this movie needs to be talked about as a top tier animated movie series of all time. I was going through my favorite animated movies of all time, and I'm sure there's plenty I forget. I'm a huge Wreck-It Ralph is my 1 all time.
Yeah.
Obviously Nightmare Before Christmas is an old school one that's close to the heart, animated movie. Bad Guys 1, Bad Guys 2. We got to start the conversation about this being.
I'm going to have to watch it.
It's at the table.
Really?
The one thing I had, the one I was trying to figure out why is this not the best was kind of what I was thinking. Like, what case can I make against it? Because I was like, I really don't know how high I want to rank this because I think they're both that good. I think the one thing I had is that they're heist movies, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think that's original enough to be considered the best movie of all time in an animated sense. Like,
I would agree with that.
Heist is more of a live action type thing, so to bring it into the animation land is cool. But like
it's a heist movie. It's a heist movie,
right? They're all
what's gonna happen. It's like they're gonna try and steal something.
Yeah,
it's not gonna go right. Then they end up doing it right. Then they, and the whole premise of it is that they're bad guys that are trying to be good guys at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, and I will say this: both movies had twists that you actually didn't like. You weren't seeing it. You could figure it out. But like for an animated movie, they do a good job of like they do have a twist. You kind of it's not as predictable as you'd think. The animation style that they use is unique. It's not like your typical animated movie. It's kind of like it gives you a little bit of GTA vibes. The movies do. It's very similar. The only other thing I've seen that's like it would be like the Captain Underpants movie. Animation style is kind of similar. There's another movie that came out about like a dog man, half dog, which is funny because Barf in Spaceballs is half man, half dog. But there's a movie that came out that's about a guy who, like, I don't know what it's called, but it's a half man, half dog, and he's a cop, and it's recent, and it might be called like it's something like Cat Dog. It's very simple.
Let's see what we got here.
Bro, look how high of ratings this movie got.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I did not realize.
I'm telling you, dude, this movie fucks. Both of these movies rocked. I was worried. So when we watched the first one, I really liked it. And then we went to, like, we parked our car at the movie theater, walked over to the bar to have a beer per usual to go watch before the movie.
All right, this one's right in the same ballpark, man.
I'm telling
All right.
you.
I'm on board.
I was worried because I liked the first one so much that I was like, the second one is going to do one of two things. It's either going to kill this for me or it's going to just continue on the path. And they continued on the path. They fucking left the door open. You can, here's
There's going to be a third one is what you're saying.
Here's the thing about heist movies. You can make a million. Like this crew, what's stopping them? Like there's no end story. Like the heist is done, whatever the mission was is done. And both movies have a post-credit scene. They get you going. They set it up for, they leave the door open.
Okay.
They left the door open, and one, obviously I knew there was a second one because the whole reason we watched the first one is because we were going to the second one. But the end of one, they didn't necessarily set it up, but they left the door open for more. And then at the end of this one, they 1000% set it up for like something crazy to happen in the next one. I can't even like jerk this movie off enough because it's that good. Both of them.
What's funny about heist movies is that each movie has to be a bigger and bigger heist, so eventually you're gonna run out of shit.
Yeah.
It's like the first one's a bank. All right. Then the second one's like Fort Knox. And then the third one's like some space station or some shit. And then it's like, where do you go from there?
Yeah. Well, they already, not to give it away, we hit the space station a number. But like the reasons to why and like what they're doing is different than what you'd think. But where we're going, like where's the destination? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't think it can be number one animated movie all time, but it's up there. It's in the conversation of my favorites ever. So highly
I was sleeping on it.
The first one I never saw. Came out in 2022.
I haven't seen either of them. So
yeah. But the second one, we go to enough movies. I saw the trailer a couple times.
I said I wanted to watch it multiple times. Like, I'm feeling it. And then just never thought to watch the first one.
Yeah, the trailer was really good for the second one, and that's what got me to watch the first one. And then I asked Chelsea what she wanted to see, and out of everything in theaters, that's the movie she picked. So very happy with it. I want to touch on a couple comparisons so I don't forget later, which is going back to our conversation of like when actors and actresses start popping up after you see them. Very, very weird that Bad Guys 1 and Bad Guys 2 have any correlation to Spaceballs, but there's three connections I wanted to make. One, like you said, right? The second one, they go to outer space, and it's Bad Guys 2. So like the fact that movie has anything to do with Spaceballs and the space series we're doing was weird. The other comparison I made, very similar to Spaceballs, is the big bad wolf is the main character.
Yeah.
He talks to you like the camera.
Okay, so he breaks the fourth wall.
He'll come here. He hits the camera guy with come here. So like Spaceballs, they do that a lot of. They're interacting with the crew, and I'm like, God, this is weird. Like there's a lot of similarities. Then the other one that was very funny in Spaceballs, which we'll get to, the code to the airlock was 1 2 3 4 5. In Bad Guys 1, the code to the safe was 1 2 3 4 5. Like there was weird comparisons happening. I'm like, this movie came out in 1987. It was a spoof movie, and I'm watching an animated movie 30 years, 40 years later, and there's comparisons like of the movie we watched this week. So that was weird, but yeah, Bad Guys 1, Bad Guys 2, you got to watch them. Top tier animated movies. Very top tier. getting into gears to grind, I think would probably be the best place to go next. I know that you mentioned having one.
Got a laundry list over here. Not really. My gear to grind is let's talk capitalism. You know, let's get into it a little bit. I'm a regular at the Buffalo Wild Wings next to my work. It's close. $11, 10 boneless, fries, drink. I'm out the door for 15. Not gonna find that good of a deal probably at any other, I'll say fast food, but like sandwich shops. You know, Chick-fil-A is fast food, but like you're not getting out of the door for less than probably 15 with everything that I order. And that's a $4 tip just because it's so cheap. I'm like, here you go. So I'm super tight with the bartender.
Well, I'd take it a step further and say, like, sit down.
Sit down.
Like,
yeah.
It is like a non Buffalo Wild Wings is more of like it could be considered fast. It's not fast food in a sense of like McDonald's, but like one of those chains that you could.
Yeah, it's a chain, right?
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Like you're not walking out of a chain for less than 15 anyway. No. So I tipped 4 for 15. Okay. I go in there the other day, and I always like to see the new menu whenever they bring some out. I'll try it. You know, quesadillas are pretty good. Cheesesteak is all right. Things like that. You know, they put something new on it. I'll give it a taste. She's like, yeah, we got, our specials changed a little bit. Check them out. I'm looking at this fucking thing. There's now tiers. Used to be all $11. Burger, wrap, your wings, $11. Okay, now we got 3 tiers. We got $13 for 10 boneless. And the American burger used to be $11. Then it's $12 for 8 boneless. And now it's $11 for 6 boneless. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not going back. Like it's bullshit that you have this special for so long, then you introduce this tier type bullshit, and now I'm paying more for the exact same shit I was just buying. And let's not kid ourselves and act like this is quality chicken.
Right.
Like this shit's frozen. It's pre-done. They toss it in the fryer for 2 to 5 minutes. Call it a fucking day, and then it sits in a goddamn warming drawer. Like, fuck you.
Well, and adding context to it is like you've worked there, so like
yeah.
Like back in the day, you've been an employee,
and it's probably gotten worse quality since then. It's been 10 years.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Yeah,
and it's just some money grabbing piece of shit trying to, they're probably losing money. I get it. I understand how the business cycle works, but it's a lunch special. And now you're charging me $13 for 10 boneless wings? No.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of it, I get a $2 upcharge on my cell phone bill. Oh no, on my internet bill. So I typically pay, it was just a $2 increase. I go to the live chat because that's the easiest way. I'm like, hey, why is there a $2 increase on here? He's like, if you set up auto payment, you can get that $2 off. I'm like, well, I got a text saying thank you for your auto payment, and it's $2 more. So you tell me why I'm getting charged more when I have auto payment. It's like, oh, that just must be a glitch in the system. But hey, did you know you can get the same internet price for $20 less? And it's just selling me on these fucking deals. Like, dude, I pay for 1,300 megabytes. Megabytes a second. I don't even get near that shit.
No.
So why, like, dude, stop trying to sell me on this shit. He's like, all right, well, I was like, don't give me any add-ons. Is there any packages? Like, I might as well reduce it. Economic conditions, that type of bullshit. Save $20. Save $20. He's like, yeah, let me set this up, and you got to log in through your phone to, approve it. So I'm looking through my phone, and now it's like there's a $10 add-on for Now TV Latino. And I can't remove it because it's part of the bundle.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, I understand how that might be attractive to some customers. Not me. And in order to get the $20 off, I have to have a $10 add-on to get that. Like, make that make sense, because it's just bullshit. How about you just give me the actual, whatever my plan is right now, and just drop it down some fucking money instead of trying to sell me on this bloated crap. Oh, who do you use for your cell phone? Xfinity will never be my cell phone carrier.
No.
Ever.
No.
So fuck off. And it was like a 30-minute conversation of, I can do this. Dude, put the auto pay back on. Tell me you have a good day. And in the chat. Like, I don't need all this other bullshit.
Yeah, I understand in every sales role, like upselling. I worked at Menards in college. Like, everybody coaches you to upsell. And when
Exactly.
You can. But we've lost, like, just answer my fucking question. Give me your sales pitch after you fix my fucking problem.
Did I ask for a new plan? Hey, are there any deals? No. Like, no, I'm not looking for that. You're going to make more money off me by just fixing the fucking problem I had. I'm fine with where my tier is. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and you run into those people, and that's when people switch providers. Like, those interactions alone is when you run into one person who's just like, dude, all I asked is this one specific question, and you're trying to get me on 8 different plans. Like, I'm just gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah,
that's when you lose people. It's like you're costing this company money when you're trying to do the opposite.
Yeah, the more you try to sell me, the less I am going to put up with your shit, and you can guarantee I'm not gonna buy anything extra.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Hit me with it once. Give me the option. Hey, we can lower it here. There's an add-on pack, and they always hide all that shit. Like, I'm not gonna review the fucking bill.
No,
like TV Now Latino. Like, TV Now, sure. I'm not Latino. No. I don't need it.
No.
I have no idea what that program is, but the fact that you put Latino on it makes me think it's all Spanish, which I can't speak. So why the fuck are you gonna try and bundle it with me?
That is unbelievable.
If it was TV Now, I probably fuck it, whatever. I'm getting $20 off. But the fact that it's Latino, there's zero chance I ever use that.
Yeah,
a little chance with the other way, but yeah, no, fuck you.
Throwing that in is nuts. I mean, it's like when fucking U2 got their album on everybody's iPhone.
Yeah,
very funny, but like, I'm not listening to that shit.
I never listened to it once.
It didn't cost me anything, but it has caused minor inconveniences when you plug your phone in, like in your car, and like you haven't loaded.
And it just auto plays on YouTube.
Automatically goes to their album. It's like, I think you can delete it, but it's like, I've never done it. But why? How did that even happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Why was it U2? I didn't know they had that big of a following.
They do, and I didn't either, but they are big. But like, I just didn't like those things like that. It's like, how does that happen?
Yeah, the forced
TV Now Latino. Why is that on my fucking package? Like,
yeah, why not TV Now? What's the difference? Like, there's no explanation. It's just on there as an add-on. Oh, yeah. But you get $20 off if it's on there. Until the fucking deal you fucking signed me up for, expires, and then it jumps $80, and then I have to do this whole process over again. It's like, the thing with Xfinity is, I never really have internet issues, so I'm not going to switch.
Yeah.
And I don't even need like a router. I just have the one box, and I have a Wi-Fi extender, all this other bullshit that is not directly tied to Xfinity, but I never really have issues. But every time you talk to customer service, we can reduce your bill. Okay, until your little bonus thing runs out, and then I have to do this process 2 years later because my bill jumped up $40. Oh, well, we'll get that taken care of. Then why do it? Just leave it alone. I've been a customer for Xfinity for damn near a decade. Just leave me alone. I'm good.
It's honestly nuts. Like, and it's really everything. Like, the whole goal is to attain more customers, right? Like, grow your customer base. But the people that have been with you forever, like, you just continuously piss them off. Like, why
every company ever? Yes. I remember having DirecTV when it first came out. And we were neighbors. Like, one of our neighbors was like, "Oh yeah, we got this deal for like $70, and we're paying like $120." And then they would call customer service. My parents would call customer service and like, "No, yeah, that's only for new customers." And he's like, "All right, well, if I cancel my plan and rejoin, do I get that bonus?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah, your existing customers are there for a reason, and they always get shit on.
Yeah, it's literally everything too. It's like, I'm a renter. And I know it's market-based, but it's like every year, anywhere, your rent goes up. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you could be a customer of anything or a fucking resident. It doesn't matter. Like every year, it's like they're trying to push you away. And I
Right.
don't
Just to get,
understand.
and you get new people in there at a lower price. And then it's just this
Yeah.
life cycle. Just be content with what you fucking got.
I think, treating your existing customer base well would go a long way.
Yeah.
But it's just always a headache with every industry. Like, but they know, like, it's a pain in the ass to change, change providers, change cell phone provider. Like,
and they're banking on you not doing it because the 5 seconds that you're pissed off at the customer service rep goes away.
Yeah.
And it's like, in Denver specifically, Xfinity's really, the golden goose, right?
Yeah.
Or, Google Fiber if your apartment building has it, but there's monopolies on these providers and they know you're not going to do shit.
Yeah.
So we're going to operate business as normal. And when you bitch about it, we'll ask for forgiveness instead of permission. And then, you'll still be around. So fuck off.
Yeah. They know, like, where are you going to go?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not.
You're going to go Starlink and get spotty fucking internet because the satellite's not directly over you? No, you're not.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
crazy.
Yeah, man. It's like, I go through these moments every so often where the nature of these scummy companies just sets me the fuck off.
Yeah.
It's like, you see all the ads on social media now. Every video has fucking music to it. And it's all to drive engagement and pump out as many fucking views as possible. And it just pisses me off.
Yeah, I agree.
That's neither here nor there, though. Fuck capitalism. Bernie Sanders. I'm with you.
My gear to grind's a little bit more specific, like small, get through it. We're at the movies yesterday. We go to the bar across the street. Every time Chelsea and I go together, get a beer, get an appetizer, go over. Sometimes get popcorn, sometimes we don't. Grab a drink, go to the movie. We're home, right?
Yeah.
So we go to the movie yesterday, and I see obviously a lot of rated R movies, Screen Unseen. A lot of the popular ones that we see most of them are rated R. So you get a lot of the same previews. This movie is an animated kids movie, so previews are going to be different, right? Like, I'm excited. I'm going to see some previews I probably haven't seen before.
Give me the PG movies, baby. Let's see what you got.
Because it's not in the same category of what I'm typically in there to see. So I'm like, okay, going to see some new previews. We get in, get drink, get cookie dough bites, go through there.
You get the frozen ones?
No, I don't even know. Where are they?
Ask the counter. Next time you go, ask the counter. They have a small freezer that they have. It's frozen cookie dough bites, and then they have frozen dibs, I think, in there.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, dude, make sure to ask because they got that shit on lock. Those things are fire.
I do like those, and that's typically what we'll get when we're together. So we go in, grab the cookie dough bites. We just ate, walk past the popcorn. Kind of wanted some, smells good, but I'm like, I'm really not that hungry. Like, we just had appetizers across the street because of not coming in here to just crush popcorn. But we talked about it, like, before getting in there of, like, I always come into a movie, like, Monday night, Screen Unseen, eat dinner at home, go to the movies, still grab a popcorn. Like, it's just, it's kind of just a movie thing. Yeah. So we go through, we get the cookie dough bites, we don't get popcorn, grab a couple beers, we go to the movie theater, tons of, it's like kids, it's like, I felt good about, like, I'm a fucking almost 30-year-old guy and I enjoy these movies. Like, we're in with families and kids. Like, I don't give a shit. This is awesome. Like, I like these movies too. Like, you can grow up and still enjoy a fucking animated movie.
Hey, good movie's a good movie.
Good movie's a good movie. So we're sitting there and it's movies at 4:30 p.m. It's 4:33. We're probably on the last commercial before previews start. Actually, another just quick shout out to Bad Guys 2. The theater was fucking full.
Really?
This movie
it's
came
been
out
for like 2 weeks, dude.
The movie came out on August 1st. This theater full. So I was shocked. People are all in there. I think there was one open seat outside the front 2 rows. There was one open seat in the entire theater, and it was right next to us. So we're sitting there. Previews are about to start. Sitting back, Chelsea looks at me and she said, kind of want some popcorn. And I'm just like, and she's like, well, I'm like, do you want the fucking popcorn or not?
Yeah. Who went to go get it?
Yeah, great guess. Great question. It was me. I went to go get the popcorn. So I go out there, and there was 2 cashiers who were up there before. Now there's one. Line's long. Grab a popcorn. First group at the register is like, you know how you scan your phone for the fucking.
Yeah.
This person's reading their code off. They don't have.
No.
So we got that going on. Next group gets up. I'm behind like 3 groups. Next group gets up there. They're paying in cash, trying to count the bills. The registered the
and 17 cents.
Just counting. Like, I'm sitting here. Chelsea's like, oh, this is the preview. I'm like, fuck, dude. And next group goes up. 2 little kids. They want everything, so they're asking for X, Y, and Z. Then I get up there finally, and I don't know how 3 previews have probably gone by. I walk in the theater. Cat in the Hat previews on. There's a new animated Cat in the Hat, which I want to see. I love it.
Really? I think that animation looks like ass.
I've never seen the preview, and I love the
really?
original.
Okay.
Yeah, so I walk in, Cat in the Hat previews on, kind of scurry up to my seat quick, sit down, preview ends. It's like I missed the whole thing. I don't even know what previews I saw. I saw the SpongeBob movie, so shout out that one. That one is coming out on Christmas Day.
I don't think I've seen that one yet. I've seen the Cat in the Hat. I wasn't impressed with it.
Okay.
Yes. The problem for me is that a lot of these kid movies are just going like super, super cheap.
Yeah.
And I get it, but they're just pumping out slop. Kids don't give a fuck, so power to you. But, to your point about an adult enjoying these movies, dude, put some thought behind it. Like the new Smurfs movie, like their eyes look fucking weird, like 2D. It's the new 3D rendering they're doing. Anyway, that's not, I can go off on another
SpongeBob preview, I will say the animation's a little bit odd, but they've done that a couple times with SpongeBob.
Yeah.
The preview alone has things built in for the parents that kids wouldn't get. Like there's a part where SpongeBob literally shits a brick out. Like he just like flinches up and a brick comes out back. Kids won't get that. I look at Chelsea laughing like, oh, he's shitting bricks. Like they have things in the trailer for the SpongeBob movie that you're like, as an adult and as a kid who grew up watching SpongeBob, like the kids aren't going to get it. We will. And it looks pretty funny. So excited to see that one. But yeah, Gear to Grind. Like I go to the movies by myself a lot. Chelsea's gone 2 or 3 times in the last however many months. Preview's about to start. I want some popcorn. Sure. I'll go get it. So
could have told me that before we sat down.
Yeah, I knew we should have got it when we walked by, but whatever. That was my minor Gear to Grind, but it just pissed me off. Let's get to some good stuff and let's get into Spaceballs. I don't have much to say about my Oscar today, but I will give an Oscar out. And it kind of speaks for itself. It's a McDonald's Sprite. I mean, you could give it to
Lexi's go-to.
You could give it to the Coke too, but I mean, we got
Pepper.
it.
Their Dr. Pepper tastes better than any other Dr. Pepper, I'll tell you that.
I don't know what they're doing at McDonald's for their fountain sodas, but
cocaine in it or something.
It's fucking unreal. I've got one right now. That's probably what swayed my opinion, but like, it is so good.
No, dude, Lexi gets a Sprite anytime we get McDonald's.
It's so good.
I've tasted it. It is very delicious.
Even if you're not a Sprite guy, like you can appreciate it. And like I will say, McDonald's getting Sprite. I don't drink a ton of soda at home.
I've been come back, hand up. I have a Mountain Dew right here as always, but
yeah. No, I
didn't have one yesterday, so.
Our house is a water, coffee, seltzer water, alcohol house. Not much soda.
I hate seltzer water. Tastes like flat soda. Can't do it.
I've grown accustomed.
But that's how you know it's a shit drink. I've grown accustomed to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Sucks.
No, I agree. They're not highly sought after, but I do enjoy them. But like when you drink a McDonald's Sprite, when I go to the store next, it entices me to get a 12-pack of Sprite because it's like, I want
chasing it,
and it's not the same, but like I want that. I want to taste that again. So I don't know what you're doing at McDonald's, but you've been doing it for a long time. My Oscar this week is McDonald's Sprite.
Great Oscar. Mine is going to go to, it's called Paris Baguette. It's a store right next to Trader Joe's where we grocery shop. Walked by it probably 100 fucking times. Never walked in. That's a lie. I walked in, saw the line, I walked out. I'm like, all right, I know what's in there. Okay. Went in today, dude. Oh man, saw their cook line. They got a cold pastry room with the windows out front, so you watch people decorate cakes and everything. Pastries are A1, delicious. I got a little sugar donut today. Lexi got it was like a cream filled croissant donut.
Okay.
And it was like had fresh orange peel zest on it. So fucking good. I mean, there's no way you're gonna eat the whole thing because of how sweet it was, but it was fucking delicious. And then I got a little parfait. She got us coffee. Hands up to them. I'll be back. They deserve the Oscar, especially the pastry chefs. There's like, I took a picture I wanted to send you for this exact moment. So give me 1 second.
Chelsea's going to Trader Joe's today, so I might have to tell her to pop in. I'm assuming
probably not the one in Parker.
That's true. Ours is, I don't even know where ours is at, but not in Parker. I'm assuming they also sell like bread, like just.
I think so.
Okay.
I was immediately, take a look at that. They got bread.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love a good pastries. I mean, donuts, I think, are kind of in the pastry.
And it's all
category.
self-serve too. So you just grab a bag, you go in, they have tongs for everyone to grab at the very beginning. And you drop them off at the end. But like one side is all like dessert type pastries, like your fruit pizza type shit. And then the other side is like your croissants. I think they had some bagels, but like top notch, non-standard shit they have in there, man. Delicious.
Yeah, I can appreciate a good shop like that.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
It was fucking good. We'll definitely be back. Might make it a thing now on Sundays.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, and then their coffee is all over the place. They got their cold brew pumpkin spice out already. They're kicking it. They got the pumpkin pie latte. I mean, these guys aren't fucking around. I was taking a look at, they got like 4 proofers for all their dough, massive bread oven, 2-group espresso machine, the bun unit, super high end, turbo chef for anything you need toasted, and then extensive coffee menu. So they're kicking ass.
We love that. We love a good small business because I've never heard of that, so I can't imagine there's a lot of those around.
I don't think I've ever seen one except here, and I literally walk by it every single time. I'm like, oh, we should go in there. Yeah, but I want to get the groceries done. I want to go back home. I want to hop on the box.
Yeah,
we don't got time for that.
No, it's a good Oscar. Good Oscars. Good chat. Running a little long here, and I fucking love it. And without further ado, Space Series Episode 3. Let's get into it. It was Spaceballs. It's a 1987 sci-fi comedy spoof movie. It's just crazy to think about that they were making those back then because we still get them today. Don't know if this is one of the first, but it is exactly what you'd think. I am not a guy who's ever watched any Star Wars movies, so I did get some of it. There's probably a lot of things I didn't get. I don't know how closely tied it really was. But they did. It was exactly – I think I've seen this. Again, it's another one that I'm sure I've seen, but felt like I was watching it again for the first time. When it starts, you kind of know I was like, okay, I've seen this, but then you watch it, kind of feels newer. But yeah, getting into space number 3, we've had 3 kind of wildly different movies here within the space category, which is awesome. I don't really have a breakdown in terms of kind of the Trav fix-in of the movie. I don't know if you want to kind of give a quick snapshot of what we watched, but I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot here. I didn't prepare anything, so off the cuff, here we go. Spaceballs is definitely just a spoof movie by Mel Brooks. Pretty heavily riffed off Star Wars in terms of obviously the setting is Star Wars, but more so like the plot where they take the main points of everything. There's a princess, there's a pizza, there's Dark Helmet, and then tied them into the spoofness of it. But the characters are all pretty similar with their own little twist. But if you've seen Star Wars, Spaceballs follows the same plot. And so we follow our princess, what's her name? Vespa. Princess Vespa. We got Lone Star, who is, getting 1 million credits to come save her. She's jumping out of a wedding, and we get all the shenanigans in between.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie's not good, like in the grand scheme of like good movies. Um, very enjoyable. I love John Candy. I think John Candy is as comparable to Chris Farley as we've ever got. R.I.P. to them both.
I would say Chris Farley's above John Candy. John
Yeah,
Candy is more mild, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
Same type of persona, but definitely, I would say child oriented. Maybe
Yeah, I
that
think
age group is more John Candy, and then Chris Farley is more mature, but
I
definitely
think
same ballpark.
I think what I mean is like they're both incredibly funny in their own way. Not the same kind of comedy, but like every role they're in, no matter what character they're playing, you get the same aneurysms, the quick John Candy's little laugh, like the little things he says. Chris Farley does the same shit. I love John Candy, so him being in it, and he was a half man, half dog called Barf. Very weird character, and it's like, you know, just weird in general. But like, he's awesome. I love John Candy. I thought the cast overall is pretty loaded. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun watch. I mean, we talk about the CGI or the special effects. I mean, this is 40 years ago. Um, really wasn't that horrible. Like the special effects weren't that bad. I mean, it's supposed to be a spoof too. I think the way they filmed it, like it made me want to learn about when did we start doing spoof movies. Because it's like Scary Movie 43, like all these movies. Like
I feel like the 80s is really it though. Like that's when did the first Scary Movie come out?
I would say like the 90s, probably the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know what would have come before this, but I'm sure there was something.
2000. So
Okay.
I would definitely say 80s to 2000 is just prime spoof movie time period.
Yeah.
And that's when all the greats came out. I mean, I can't tell you everything off the top of my head for spoof movie, but I know that I haven't seen one in today's age that's any fucking good.
No, they're usually not good, but like there are some scary movies that are good. I think now it's almost too much. We probably try to do too much. Where I think spoof movies have gotten to a point like you go to Spaceballs and it's still telling a story, like you're still following a storyline.
Yeah.
Whereas like the newest scary movie is like we're jumping around so much and all this, like it's not even like a movie. It's just a bunch of different scenes being plugged together. Like we're doing too much.
All right, so famous spoof movies, scary movies of the 2000s, Spaceballs 87, Airplane is 80, Austin Powers is 97, Robin Hood Men in Tights is 93, so definitely 80s to 2000 is prime spoof movie, favorites.
I forget Austin Powers is like a spinoff of
James Bond. It's done so well that it's almost its own thing, right?
Yeah. It's James Bond, right? That's the whole thought.
Yeah. International Man of Mystery.
yeah, Gold member. Yeah, dude, those movies have done extremely well for being like you think it's its own standalone series, but it's really, I forget it's like it's a knockoff.
Yeah, this is Spinal Tap, 1984, and is scheduled to re-release in theaters. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Yeah, I seen the preview for that coming back out.
This one goes to 11.
Yeah, this one goes to 11.
I just feel like those movies back then just had better quotes, man. Like we haven't seen shit.
they're just not. They weren't trying to do too much. Like it's kind of a new thought. Now it's kind of like where Family Guy's gotten, where it's like every single scene is a flashback, and like the episodes you can't even tell what the fuck is going on anymore.
Right.
That's kind of how these spoof movies have gotten, where it's like there's so much happening that it's not even like a movie. It's just a bunch.
It's just making fun of everything they possibly can instead of Spaceballs is directly off of Star Wars, and they had George Lucas approve it. And I feel like same with Weird Al. Like Weird Al doesn't do spoof songs without the original artist's consent to do it. And I feel like when you go that route and they get to review it and sign off on it, it's 100% better than if you were just to fucking wing it and release it.
Yeah. Well, I got to ask you about the opening scene because I haven't seen Star Wars. Them showing that spaceship took fucking forever. Is that supposed to be like? I was like, what the fuck am I like? Can we get to the movie? It took forever.
In Star Wars: A New Hope, there's a scene exactly like that, but about a quarter of the time.
Oh my
god! And it's the Death Star coming across, and it's just like pretty quick, dude. I was laughing my ass off because it's just like they formed it to almost look like it's ending, and then it would just keep
going.
Dude,
I was like, I knew it had to be something time, but I'm like, this is the longest intro ship of all time. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, it just kept. It had to have been like 30 seconds of just no. The movie started, and then you get that, and then it just went on forever. And like, what the fuck are we watching? And then we get Colonel Sanders. Very funny. Colonel Sanders being the head of the ship, or not really the head of the ship, but one of the guys in charge.
First captain, I guess. What is?
Yeah, he was the Dark Helmet's right hand man.
He was commander of the Spaceball 1.
Okay, whatever that means. And then
it's a ship name.
I love the Force or the Schwartz comes out.
The Schwartz.
Yeah, it comes out as just a laser to the balls right out of the gate. Like we're Spaceballs, we're going right at the nuts, and then everybody just covers their nuts every single time it comes back around. Yeah, pretty funny little intro, and then the Dark Helmet, massive helmet, can't breathe.
Assistant President Dark Helmet. Rick Moranis is such a perfect character for that. He's in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, right? I'm pretty sure that's him.
Yeah, he is. He's in a lot of good shit back in the day. But he's in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
Ghostbusters, everything. Fucking A.
Yeah, he's in a lot of good stuff.
Parenthood, Flintstones, Jesus. Yeah, he was Barney. Okay, but anyway, just a little sidetrack there, but he fucking kills it. You know,
he has that.
Where's the radar? This is the
Mr.
coffee machine.
Yeah.
Mr. Coffee.
Burns his fucking mouth drinking the coffee. Just that helmet is just absurdly large. Can't breathe in it. Hits it on everything. Like, very funny.
And the voice change when he shuts it. Like, oh.
Yeah. He just, the first scene too, when he gets up there and he just, it's like the Darth Vader noise, and then he pulls up. He's like, can't breathe for that thing. Like he's just dying. And great character introduction. We get Vespa next. Vespa's getting married to some jerk off.
Fuck that guy, man.
What's the Druidia? Planet Druidia, because they're all Druish.
They're all Druid.
Druish.
He doesn't look Druish to me.
Yeah. That's another funny one. That guy. Why he's just yawning the whole time?
Yeah,
I didn't understand.
I don't know his character too much.
Irrelevant.
Valium.
He was like an irrelevant character completely outside the fact that he was supposed to get married.
Oh, and he was a prince. Don't forget, a narcoleptic prince.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. I don't know what that was, but it was like every time you see him, he's yawning. Like that was kind of
tired. He had a lot going on that day. You know, he had a long day.
Yeah,
you can't blame him. But yeah, total bust. No fucking way I'm marrying that guy. So
no,
Vespa just we got to give the praise for the pastor or the priest, who the head of the organization there at the church, just getting pissed off, like, right, you know, especially at the end where he's like, I'm doing this a second time. This has nothing to do with love. So can we get past this point?
He's
real
like,
quick? Yeah.
I'm marrying somebody here today. Like, somebody's getting married in here. I thought that guy did a good job, but introduced there, and then we get introduced to Lone Star and Barf, jamming out some music. Just a Winnebago up in the fucking up in outer space.
Is that a Winnebago?
Yeah.
Fun fact: George Lucas didn't want him dressed up as Han Solo for this, so they dressed him up as Indiana Jones instead.
I was wondering like why he looked like. I kind of was thinking like Anakin. I've never seen Star Wars,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, with what's his fucking name?
Who are you talking about?
Han Solo.
The real one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's
No
his
clue.
name?
What do you mean? What's his? I've never seen.
Who's the actor?
I don't know. I don't even know what he looks.
You don't
like.
know who fucking Han Solo is?
I know. I know who Han Solo is in the top of my head.
Who's Indiana Jones?
I don't know.
Oh God, this is terrible.
He's Indiana Jones.
It's Ford. Ford something.
Harrison Ford.
Thank you, Harrison Ford. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I was like, well, if you know Indiana Jones, you know Han Solo.
I know Indiana Jones. I didn't know like who he was.
Harrison Ford. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck. Embarrassing.
Yeah, it was good. That was good right there.
I should know that.
Funny spoof. Pizza the Hut.
Oh my God, they made him disgusting, didn't they?
Disgusting. Jabba the Hutt, Pizza the Hut, very funny. Disgusting character.
Oh, and then Pizza the Hut dies, right?
He
He
ate
himself to death.
yeah. Pizza the Hut took me a second because all I was thinking was Jabba the Hutt, and then I thought of Pizza Hut. You know, that scene was weird. Just watching that thing talk was just kind of disgusting. Just shit all over. Jabba the Hutt must be the big blob motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a giant slug essentially.
Yeah,
and leader of the mafia organization. So that's what I mean by, dude. It's very similar to the Family Guy spoof. Obviously, Family Guy is more like scene for scene with Family Guy characters, but
yeah,
they throw the whole movie's a spoof, obviously, but it does follow the plot of Star Wars, just different.
Yeah,
right. So I think it's one of Mel Brooks' better movies. Blazing Saddles is obviously number one for me. But classic Mel Brooks. I mean, if you love Mel Brooks movies, this is it. Because you're gonna enjoy it. I mean, I was laughing the whole fucking time. Even scene by scene, and Vespa's dad is like, I'll never tell you. Don't do it for me. All right, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
The humor of Mel Brooks just kills. She already had one.
Yeah. Talking about all the spoof things too. Like another one, like the Perrier sparkling water. To go back to that, it's Perrier. They don't have any fucking air. The whole thought of stealing 10,000 years of air from a planet because they're just a wild concept. Like crazy concept,
and it's because they're Spaceballs. They just live in these little habitats, and they're all just Spaceballs. Everything's a fucking Spaceball.
The one of the scenes that got me early on was with the president. They're like, we'll beam you down, and the girls like, I got beamed down twice, yesterday. It was awesome,
Well, they beamed me up in Star Trek, so we had to go with it. And I love when the movies like this, obviously they're older, so it's like a different type of humor, but when they explain the joke to like break the fourth wall, I fucking love it. It's like, oh, they beam me up in Star Trek, but we beam you down in Spaceballs. And then they beam him down, he's fucking backwards. And the moment because I haven't seen this movie in probably years, and I don't even know if I've actually seen it before.
Yeah.
But when they beamed him back, I'm like, oh, they're just going to be in the next fucking room.
I didn't even think about it. Like, this time I'm walking down, just opens the door. I laughed. I was laughing. It's like, what are we doing? That part was pretty funny. The president in general, overall, just a pretty well done character.
And it's Mel Brooks.
I know.
He's either the governor, the president, the VP. He's always the head of some local group. And he always kills it, man. I just love his humor so much. And, Robin Hood Men in Tights, he's in there, obviously. But it's like the fact that he's always in his movies kills me.
Yeah. And to your point about the breaking the fourth wall, like the amount of times they talked to us, they have a fight scene later where they fucking knock a cameraman over. It's like they're showing you that.
Shit.
They lose Lone Star and Vespa, so they watch the movie to figure out like where the fuck they are. Like that is something that I feel like I haven't really seen that at all ever. And like they're doing it in this movie in 1987. Like they're watching the movie as they're in the movie, and then they get to themselves and they're like turning around.
When is now? Now is now. When is that? Soon.
Now. Yeah, that scene was hilarious. Like that part of it was cool because I really don't think you see that often. Like you get some of the fourth wall, like them talking to the camera, like I said, Bad Guys, the Big Bad Wolf does it, but like that, getting the camera crew involved, like in terms of like being part of the movie, but like knocking them over in the fight scene, pausing the movie cuts out at one point and goes black screen. Like, oh, you just turned off the movie.
Turned off the movie. Oh shit.
Yeah, like that shit. You don't see that very much.
No, I think it's a dead humor. I'll say in a way. There's no way this movie gets the following it has if you release in today's audience. I mean, I was looking at the Rotten Tomato scores and they shit all over it, but it's a fucking classic.
Yeah.
And it's just that time period humor. And it's so funny and it's so refreshing too. Because like you said, like you just don't get that anymore.
No, and like even down to like John Candy in the bar, like half man, half dog, and like the scene where they're getting the Schwartz to Lone Star and he picks up the statue and drops it on his foot. Like just seeing him walk away and you can just see his tennis shoes underneath the fucking like it's like that shit was it was so on par for what this movie
it's like so shitty that it's funny.
Yeah. Yes.
But it takes real genius to make it funny.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, like yeah, it's cheap production, what have you, but the ridiculousness of it and buying into that flavor is what makes it work.
Yeah, and like the whole storyline, right? You get going. We got to capture the princess so that we can get the heir, and then Lone Star gets involved. Dad calls. They need $1 million space bucks to do it to pay Pizza the Hut. And they get them, and then getting to the next funny, like, very literal thing is when they jam the radar. It's legitimately like jam, like raspberry jam that they shoot at the radar. Yeah.
We've been jammed.
Yeah.
Lone Star.
Dude, and that scene where the guy who's on the radar, I think I wrote it down, but when he was talking about like the beep sweeps and creeps.
Yeah.
Dude, his sound effects were fucking awesome. Awesome. Like him making those noises with it, like with his own voice, was so spot on. That was hilarious. Yeah. He played like, and he's trying to like radio it in so he doesn't get in trouble. Like, turn that fucking radio off and just talk to us. Sir, we've lost the what? He's like, the what? Then he's like, the beeps. And he starts, boop, boop.
The sweeps.
And the creeps like, yeah, I thought that shit was hilarious. But like those things in a spoof movie of like, should I have seen it coming when they said we got to jam the radar? What are they gonna do?
They just shot it with a jar of jam.
And just the most jam ever in outer space, like, and it somehow seeps into where they're at. Raspberry, like he knew exactly who it was because of the raspberry jam.
He's the only one that uses this.
Yeah. But they get her right. They get Vespa because of the jammed radar. They get him out of the car. I think it's funny that the dad's like, save the car. Didn't even attempt to save the car. It kind of was like a Mercedes commercial he was doing.
Right.
He's like
That's
looking
Mercedes.
He's like looking behind the camera. He's like, okay, I got it. Like make sure we promote the fucking Mercedes brand here. Yeah, pretty funny, but they get her. And just the whole Jewish thing, like the Jewish princess, like just hammering home on the Jewish.
Because I'm pretty sure Mel Brooks is Jewish.
I feel like to make jokes like that, you kind of got to have your foot in the door, like
his full name is Melvin Kaminsky. That would have gave it away.
Yeah. but yeah, it's like the Jewish thing was funny, and then you get back because they find out, she's gone. We got to hit this thing into ludicrous speed. Whatever. We're in a car chase in outer space. And just the one liner. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? It's like just the stupidest shit. But like, it just.
And they probably had that one line, and they're like, "What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?" Yeah. It's like, all right, that guy's name is going to be Colonel Sanders specifically for this one line of dialogue. I feel like South Park does it too. It's just like great comedians. Like you find out like one little kernel, and then you branch it out, and that connects everything else. But yeah, it's just so fucking funny. And then, is ludicrous speed where they go plaid, or was that?
Yeah. Because they went light speed, and then they went ludicrous speed, and then it's like stop the ship, and it says like never pull this brake, and then like he just goes flying up to the front.
Oh, good thing you had that helmet on, sir.
And I wonder if this is the origin of "Smoke 'em if you got 'em," because I feel like in our friend group we've said that for a long time.
Yeah,
and I don't know if this is the one spot where it came from or not. I probably think it's not, but like when he hits that, and he's just kind of like, concussed and just talking out his ass because he's about to pass out, and he's like, "Smoke him if you got him," and then just passes out because he just raked his head right into the front of the ship. But like when he said "smoke him if you got him," I was like, "Is this where that come from?"
I don't. It fucking might be, man. Well, I googled it, and the first time that the period that I saw was 1990, and this was 87. So, I mean, I feel like that has to be a reference to something because everything is right. Everything's referenced in this. Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, dude, I've been using that term for years.
Yeah, and it's like I haven't heard it outside of talking with like buddies until this, and it made me think like. But to your point, like this whole movie's based on other shit. So like, where did that come from? I don't know. Maybe it's this movie. I doubt it. But very funny to hear something like that. Something that we still say today.
In 1987, right? It's like, I understand the quality of movies are worse in the late 90s. And that's just because of it's been 40 years.
Yeah.
But to still be referencing shit from those movies is why I love watching older movies. Because it's like, they'll say something and they're like, dude, we still say that today.
Yeah. Yeah. It is crazy too, especially movies like this where it's like maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, maybe I definitely had seen parts of this. Have I watched it? I don't know. But like when you get these older movies and then you hear a line like that, and it's happened in other old movies we've watched, like you forget or you didn't know, oh, that's where this came from. Like that meme in fucking Caddyshack of the "well, we're waiting," right? Like
well, we're waiting.
That GIF and that meme has come up so much in art in like modern day, and then you watch that movie and you're like, oh shit! Like, and you can the whole time you see the outfit and you're like, oh my god! Like this is that GIF, and you're just waiting for that scene to happen.
Yeah.
Or lines like this, it's like you hear it and you're like, holy shit! I've been saying that for 10 years and I haven't watched this movie. I didn't even know that was in this movie.
I feel like your film is successful if it withstands the test of time in that regard, where. Yeah, probably 1 million people have seen that specific GIF and not realize where it came from, but it's still circulating. So as long as your movie has like one thing there where it just keeps coming up throughout generations, you did what you had to do, man. Like that is the goal.
Yeah. Like the fact that anything's still relevant is
right.
Crazy.
Like in this movie where, they're combing the desert. Sir, are we taking this too literally?
Yeah.
No, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's, have you found anything? No, sir. Have you found anything? No, sir. Have you found anything? We ain't found shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen that GIF so many fucking times. And the background of that entire scene is fucking hilarious. But yeah, dude, like just having a staple, dialogue in your movie that continues past it. I feel like that's the goal. Like that's all you need to do.
Being relevant whatsoever, especially a movie like this. Like this is supposed to be a bad movie. That was the whole
Yeah.
point. You know,
I
like
mean,
the
Rotten
fact that,
Tomatoes just shit all over it.
well,
So
I mean, that's typically what
they
do
don't
for
fuck
them.
with the Schwartz, I'll tell you that.
No, but I'm glad we're in the desert scene. Obviously, they're stranded out there. We're getting a little Vespa Lone Star love action getting going on. The Virgin alarm goes off from Dot.
Oh,
But
hang on, Brennan. I wanted to pull this up for you.
no, I was just
I
talking
was just,
while
I was
you
just
were.
late on it. I apologize.
This
But yeah, I
makes
mean,
sense.
yeah, it does make sense. And it's like you read some of these reviews, and it's like they take Mel Brooks so fucking seriously, and there's really no point
Well,
because
this is
he
it's a
knows it.
it's a it's a classic movie of like the audience score is going to tell you more. Like if you're going to look up a spoof or a comedy or anything, like the audience score is going to tell you more. Like I think even 50% for a movie like this is pretty good.
Like this guy, this is 2024. No one is that interested in Star Wars anymore. Well, it's a 1987 movie, you dipshit.
Yeah,
They were interested back then. Like, come on. We need our fucking tomato. I'm over it.
It's just wild to like have a comment like that in 20 like that like what are you talking about? No shit.
Like,
yeah, Star Wars isn't relevant. This movie didn't come out.
I would argue
yesterday.
that it still is. That is a $1 billion fucking industry, dude. How can you not say it's not relevant anymore? They release Lego sets annually about it. There's shows. Yeah, The Mandalorian,
like
Rogue One. Like, yeah, okay, that's probably before 2024. I get it. But to put that comment as a critic review, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. No shit, brother. This is 40 years later. Like, great take. Great fucking take.
Oh, real dove deep in the brain for that one because
he's like, it's like picking up an old magazine. Like, yeah, no shit. This is an old movie, dumbass. Like, did you not know that going into it? Like, what are we talking about?
I think it's pretty clear what you're getting. Yeah, he gets a fucking tomato.
He's a top critic. It's like what? Why? You know, but the audience score, it's like these movies is like 83% audience score. That's where you're going to figure out like, okay, this is actually pretty funny. I'm going to give it a shot.
Well, you got critics like that.
Yeah. Well, I think 50% is pretty good for a movie like this because I would have expected like 20 to 30.
Yeah, but I think it was more well received back then. So
yeah,
or actually, people know what they're reviewing. Unlike that guy, whatever his fucking, I think it was Elvis. You know, sucks at reviews. I don't know.
Yeah,
but can't stand reading those, man. I need to get on my review thing. I need to just start doing it. You guys shit on me after the first one and just kind of lost my motivation.
we do need to do. We need to start posting reviews about movies we see in theaters like right away.
Yeah.
So we got to make a point to do that. But back to the desert. Can you talk to me about the dinks? Like what are those things?
Yeah. So the dinks are Jawas. So they are essentially on that planet specifically. They're scrappers. They'll go around and just pick up any type of piece of metal. They have this big sand crawler that they operate in. And then they'll sell that scrap to like local residents. Okay. So in Star Wars itself, they pick up C-3PO and R2-D2, and that puts them in contact with Luke.
Okay.
So in this one, yeah, it's changed a little bit. They die of dehydration. It's not that far. Well, fuck it.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. Boom.
Yep. I was loving the dink dink. Ding 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 ding. Like that was cracking me up, and all I could think of was like Oompa Loompas. But I knew in Star Wars there was something like that. I just didn't know what it was.
It's a beginning scene. They escape the ship that Leia gets captured on, and then they end up there, and then that ties everything together.
And those things, I'm assuming, also don't talk in those movies.
No, they don't. Wah, wah, wah. You know,
okay.
It's more animal sound, and then here, yeah, ding, ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, and then you get yogurt. They take him to yogurt.
I love yogurt.
Yogurt, yeah, yogurt, Yoda. Pretty funny. I mean, yogurt,
which is Mel Brooks again.
Yeah,
you need the Schwartz.
just wild. But yeah, yogurt, funny name. And again, another shout out to what this movie was doing is like the amount of like self promotion, I guess is the best way to put it. Like the merchandise, the toilet paper. Like they have a shop down there of Spaceballs gear. They've got toilet paper on one of the planets. Like all the shit they had that was like.
We'll see you in the sequel, hopefully. You know?
Yeah, when we need more money, like we need more.
Thank you.
It's like
because we talk about it since
more money. Yeah,
because we talk about it even since our very first episode. Is that sequels are always just looking for fucking money, and like they never take themselves so seriously in the movie. Like, fuck yeah, we're gonna make a sequel.
Yeah,
like, why is Gravy Train, baby? Keep it going.
Yeah, that was not to get too sidetracked, but we've talked about it a lot. Like anytime you slap the 2 on there, usually not a good sign. Like if you make a sequel and it's like something different, like I was using like Harry Potter for example. I know it's based off books, but it's like it's not Harry Potter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's
right.
It's like the Chamber of Secrets,
Order of the Phoenix, Prisoner of Azkaban.
It's
Half
like
Blood Prince.
Yeah, those typically are better than when you just slap the number on there. Like I think
I hate the number. Just come up with to your point, when you see the number, it's probably a shit movie outside of Bad Guys 2, right?
That's what I was gonna say. Is like that was what worried me was the 2, and I think animated movies are kind of in their own category.
Yeah,
not all of them do it. Like Wreck-It Ralph is Wreck-It Ralph, and then Ralph Breaks the Internet. So like they didn't do 1 and 2, but like
and it was a lot better.
And they're both
when the sequel has a theme to it, I think it is always just a better movie than like How to Train Your Dragon 2. Like, okay, well, it's him training his fucking dragon again, right?
I don't
like,
think
give it something.
Yeah, I think animated movies are kind of in their own category though, because I think it works.
I know those are the only ones I can think of that had sequels off the top of my head.
Well, I feel like it works there as like you think of John Wick. It's like, yeah, you know what you're walking into, but like the first one's the best. The second, like we're just doing the same thing over and over again.
Jaws 2, Jaws 3. It's Mission Impossible. It's like
you know what you're signing up for,
right?
And they're usually not as good as the first. So
never is.
And we talk about it all the time, but the fact at the end of this one, like, see us on Spaceballs 2, the search for more money. That is exactly what we talk about. Is like the reason why they bring it back is because somebody's looking for a paycheck.
Exactly.
I think animated movies are like I said, are excluded from that. Now it still happens where those movies aren't as good, but like when it comes to live action, they're never. If they slap the number on there, probably going to be ass. I haven't seen Nobody 2. I've never seen Nobody 1. My buddy saw it. Texted me 2.5 hours.
Wasn't it Paranormal Activity 2?
I think they were all 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and the first one was by far the best.
Idea. Oh, dude, that was revolutionary.
Yeah,
for horror movies. But regardless, it's, when you put the second number on it, it always sucks.
Yeah, and I think to bring it back to Spaceballs, like just kind of leaning into like
making fun of yourself. Like,
yeah, the promotion of the merchandise in the movie was fucking hilarious.
And it's classic Mel Brooks, man. I mean, he does it in Blazing Saddles too, where it's like he's always breaking the fourth wall. He's always joking against himself. And it just, those are so refreshing.
Have you looked up? I'm assuming it was real, but like I'm guessing that merchandise they sold a lot of that shit. I would guess, or was it all? Just
I have no idea. I think it was all made up.
If it was just part of the movie to kind of joke on the fact that they're going to try to see how much money they can make on this shitty ass movie, or if they actually were selling it. Either or, it would be funny. But I was curious if they actually did promote merchandise that you could buy that was from this movie. I was like debating internally if I thought it was actually real shit or if it was.
I don't think it's real shit.
So it was just a spoof of like how can we make more money on this movie?
Yeah, I think it was just to make fun at. It's like, yeah, we're gonna milk this fucker dry. But speaking of, dude,
how many people buy Star Wars merchandise? So it's like
exactly how much that's why they're making fun of them for it.
Yeah, how much more money can we make is like is the joke there. But yeah, pretty funny.
Did you know it was Joan Rivers as Doc's Matrix?
I saw it in the credits. Yeah, I saw it in the credits. The voice actor. Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that.
Is she dead?
I don't know.
She is dead. 2014. Damn.
R.I.P. Um, yeah, the merchandise is funny. Yogurt reading Lone Star's necklace and then not telling him what it says. Also funny. Like comes full circle, but just funny. Can you catch me up to speed on like am I missing what is the Schwartz? I know it's the Force, but like
The Force. That's it.
What I know, but why is it called the Schwartz? Is that like some sort of joke that I didn't get? I knew it was the Force, but I didn't get like the Schwartz.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I didn't know if that was something that you picked up on. Yeah, I have no idea.
Let's see what Google.
It just kind of
Schwartz is a German word for meaning black.
yeah, I don't get it. Oh well. I didn't know if it was some other joke with the characters, but
I think it's. I'm assuming it's more of like a Jewish jokes.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought, but I didn't know. I didn't get it.
It basically comes from the word meaning dark, black, dirty, or illegal, used as a nickname for people with dark skin, dark hair. So, yeah, I don't think that was his. Oh, Schwartz is a popular name for a small penis. So it's a dick joke. That makes sense. Okay.
No, all right. Yeah. I needed something on that because it felt like it was intentional, but I didn't know.
Yeah. So he definitely not the literal meaning, but yeah, definitely a dick joke.
Well, most of it is right. Like the helmets. The helmets were all. It was the whole thing.
I bet she gives good helmet.
Yeah, like the helmets, the balls, like the whole movie was a dick joke. But they, that whole yogurt scene, Spaceballs get there, disguises the dad. They get Vespa out, capture her, and then Lone Star has learned the Schwartz, gets the ring.
But you'll learn about your family later.
Yeah,
I saw it, but I'll tell you that in third act.
Gives him a fortune cookie. Don't open this, or make sure you don't eat it until you get the fortune. The fortune cookie was funny. I've heard that before. I've had a buddy in college that always said like, if you open a fortune cookie and the fortune isn't good, don't eat the cookie. Like, it's some kind of like a
I didn't know that.
I don't want to say ritual, but like a heritage thing, I guess. Like the lore behind fortune cookies. Like if you don't like the fortune, like don't eat the cookie. Yeah. So this kind of fed and made me think of that. But then you get the helmet, like I don't remember when this was, but I wrote it down right after. It's like, oh, your helmet's so big. When they're talking, it's like that shit was cracking me up too, because they hadn't really. Obviously, the helmets and the Spaceballs, like, yeah, I got it early. Like that's all references to a dick, but they didn't really lean into it till the second half of the movie when they started saying like, your helmet's so big, and like I bet she gets great helmet. Like very funny.
He's playing with the action figures, like,
yeah. But that's also the scene, the nose job scene where they're trying to get the combination 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's like, I mean, that's like an idiot.
One.
Okay.
Two.
They get it, and he's like, like an idiot would use that for his luggage lock.
The president comes in. Oh, that's the passcode on my luggage.
They're like leaving, and he's like, "We got to go get the air." He's like, "And we got to change the combination on my luggage." But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 also came up in bad guys, which I thought was kind of odd. But I mean, other than 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is probably the next most common dumb combination to use. But that's your helmet's so big, but she gives great helmet all in that scene. The nose job's coming up. But then she
goes back to the druid, right? Because of the nose and everything.
Yeah.
So
true. Yeah. And they didn't actually do it because they got the combo, but then she goes to Spaceballs prison, and then our boys show back up to break her out.
Oh yeah. And it's so funny because that scene specifically is in like actual Star Wars when they actually get on the ship. But it's like, oh no, man, you're too high. You got to go a little lower. Oh, right here. Yeah.
Takes them out. I love that the Spaceballs like kind of like salute to each other was just the up yours sign. just like a quick, like that was good.
I got to run all the way here because it's so far away.
Yeah. The stunt doubles getting captured in this scene is
oh my god, what a twist.
Hilarious.
What a twist.
That was funny. I don't know, like again, it's
because I was looking at the guy's hair and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is it different?
Until you see the girl, you don't really know for sure. I'm like, this is
he's got a beard and shit.
Yeah, it's like that. That's when it really hits you. But like, you kind of like they're almost believable until you get the dude dressed as the girl, and then it's like, okay, now it makes sense. They didn't look the same. I was kind of
idiots.
Wondering, we captured the stunt double.
Is that the asshole scene? Is like, oh no, he's from the asshole family.
No, that's pretty early on the show.
Okay,
when the guy's like,
who else is from there? I knew I was surrounded by assholes.
That's when he's like, shoot a warning shot, and he's just firing all over, like millions of warning shots.
Yeah.
And he pulls up his helmet and is just cross-eyed, and he's like, who put this guy in the guns? And it's the sergeant, same guy, major asshole. Yeah, the assholes was earlier on, but that was pretty funny. Getting out of prison, that whole scene I thought was great. The stunt double thing just goes back to the whole playing onto other things that you don't typically see in the movie for a reason, like the cameraman, the stunt doubles, the watching the movie.
Well, it's a great shout out for all the people behind the scenes too. Like at the bare bones of it, it's like those guys would have never been on camera like that had the joke not gone that way.
How about the massive spaceship just transforming into a giant, just a vacuum?
It's a transformer.
Yeah, it's just a massive ship going, and then there's just a vacuum they're gonna put on top of the.
Yeah, we're just gonna suck all the air out. It went from suck to blow.
To blow, yeah, and I'm wondering, like, I'm just also thinking, they 10,000 years of clean air or fresh air, and how quickly they sucked it all up, and how quickly the president just died. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like 10,000 years worth of air seems like it would take a little bit longer to suck out of the planet than.
Well, you got to remember, it's a spoof movie. So
I know. I was just thinking, and what is 10,000 years worth of fresh? Who knows that? It's made up, but
well, how much are you losing by sucking it out of the? You know what I mean? Like there's a drop off there.
Yeah,
and putting it all back. Like, do they run out of air? I
don't know. I don't. None of that makes sense, which is why it's in the movie. But it made me think 10,000 years worth of fresh air. What does that even mean?
So I told you at the beginning I was going to put Spaceballs on while this is going, and we just got to the nose scene with the code 1.
Oh, okay.
All right, 1, 2.
Yeah. The suspense was just killing them. Mega Maid sucked to blow, going for the self-destruct button, classic. Every spaceship in any movie ever has a self-destruct button. A lot of cartoons.
Do not press this unless you really, really mean it.
Yeah. and what world ever, and I'm just thinking out loud here, on anything would you ever really need a self-destruct button for? You know what I mean? What is the point of a self-destruct button? I can't think of a practical reason for it.
I think that the only time it would be practical is if you're in some not a hostage situation, but
I was thinking prisoner of war.
Yeah, if they're coming to get you, or you're in a base and your base is being overrun, or aliens maybe. I would be like, okay, it makes sense. So yeah, fuck these guys. I'm gonna blow them all up with me. But in reality, no.
That's what I'm thinking. The only thing I can think of is, if you're captured in a vehicle or, something, and I'm going to die anyway, I'm going to take as many out with me. But if it's, there's always a self-destruct button in movies and TV shows. It's what the fuck is the point of that?
Right. I mean, and the original Star Wars, there's a single pipeline that goes all the way to the core of the Death Star, and he shoots a missile and guides it with the Force, and that's how it blows up. And then they remade the entire trilogy. Instead of just making it the Death Star, they made it a Death Planet with the same fucking self-destruct sequence type shit. It's where's it's just an easy way to get out of something.
Yeah.
It's how do you blow up a planet? oh, well, this handy dandy little button you got here says self destruct.
Whoever was the originator of time of the self destruct button, like thought of that idea,
It's like,
genius. It's used
I
all
made
the
this
time.
entire planet. How do I get rid of it? Blow it up. All right,
Just
how do I
have-
do that? Just give him a button. Fuck it.
Push the big red button. That is
I'm
like
not gonna worry about the details.
push the red button. Whoever thought of that idea, and then it's just now it's like the easiest. We're kind of cornered here. What can we do? Like, I got an idea. Self destruct button. Perfect. You know, it's like everybody kind of goes to the self destruct button. It's just like there's no real practical use for that. But whoever came up with the idea, pretty funny. It kind of feels like a Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote type thing. You know. But yeah, self destruct button, classic. You know. We just got to infiltrate the Mega Maid and press the self destruct button. Like, what a brilliant idea!
Yeah, wow, that makes a shit ton of sense.
Yeah, unbelievable. And then that scene is also funny, and I think I might have got this wrong, but I tried to write it down, but I think I wrote it a little late. When the Dark Helmet and Lone Star square off in the self-destruct button room.
Yeah, I think that's in line with everything because they meet up and then because he knows it's Lone Star in the ship, right?
No, I'm saying I know that part. What I'm saying I might have gotten wrong is the father, brother, cousins, nephew, former roommate. That shit was pretty funny too. He's like, "What does that even mean?" He's like, "What does that make us?"
Nothing.
Like, absolutely nothing. My father's brother's cousin's nephew's former roommate. You know, like, okay, nothing.
Yeah, your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. Then that's
yeah.
right.
Okay, did I get it? Yeah. Sword fight, sabers coming out from the cock. This is very funny. They get him tangled. Also,
I've never gotten tangled before.
Yeah.
If I put my leg on your leg and pull off.
That's when they get the filming crew involved.
Yeah.
Knock that guy off. That shit was funny.
Oh, that was his fault.
Yeah, just blaming each other, but getting them involved was funny. And then the mirror deflection, because he's always going for the nuts, and just the laser back hits him, mashes him into the self-destruct button. And it's like, plan achieved. We got to get the hell out of here.
I'll never press that button.
Can I ask you another question that I didn't really understand?
No.
Maybe this was just
no.
Maybe this was
yourself. I don't want to hear.
Maybe this was just another stupid thing in the movie, but like after the self-destruct button gets pressed and they're getting out of the ship, and then all the Spaceballs are like hopping in the pods to get out. Like, why is there like we've got a bearded lady, we've got a bear? Like, what the fuck is that?
That's
like,
I think that's a Mel Brooks thing. So throughout the movie, you see them all, right? It's like there's the circus, and then there's the band, and we see the band before. I don't think we see the circus. But Mel Brooks at the end of the movie always brings like the entire cast into like one type of like a montage. For example, in Blazing Saddles, it's a Western set movie. It's like everything that happens is like Western, but at the very end, they build up a fake village, and then that turns into a set on Hollywood. Okay. And then all the characters are all running around. So I think it's just how he likes to end movies with a crescendo. And it's just like, yeah, it's like all those guys were mentioned before. And so it's like, they're still there. And then you see them. So I think it's just how he wraps up movies.
It is cool to, have everybody get back involved, you know. Like,
right, because it's like, yeah, you mentioned him one time. He did the dong thing, like, for 5 seconds in the movie, and then, he's telling him to fuck off.
Yeah, that was, I just was like, I didn't really get it. That makes sense, but it was fine. Like, I just thought it was another stupid thing, but, like, that's a cool memento or whatever.
Yeah, he's definitely done it before, so I think that's just how it's like the character's in the movie already. He didn't go anywhere, so I think that's the humor in it, where it's like if it was a real movie, you'd see him one time and then never see him again. But the fact that it's like these guys are taking up the space pod so they can't get out, because it's like they're still on the ship. Yeah,
I think it's like a cool way to, like, no matter how big or small of a role you have, we're still going to get you back involved here. Like pay homage to everybody that was a part of the film. Like, that's a cool, it's a cool little memento there. That makes sense, but that is when the three head balls kind of get stuck on the ship. They're bringing the princess home. We're gonna get the million space bucks. That's when we find out Pizza the Hut ate himself and he's dead. And now
we find out that there is a cancellation. So they've been fucking around for 2 minutes, and they could have canceled the whole self destruct.
Yeah, the cancel button. Yeah, can't get it, and it just blows up. Because they said, I think he said like they didn't think there was a cancellation, and
then they open. It's like out of service. God damn it! Nothing on. What was his quote? It's like nothing on this ship works.
Yeah, but the out of service part of the cancellation, I forgot about that. Another shot at a different movie that they had in here was like, I think it's Rocky 5000.
Yeah.
Did you catch that part? Yeah.
Yeah. So they call out Rocky 5000, and then at the very end of the movie, it ties directly into fucking Planet of the Apes. I don't know if you've seen that movie or not. Have you seen the original Planet of the Apes?
The old school one?
Yeah.
I don't know if I had. I'm probably not, but maybe.
All right. Well, spoiler alert. This is why this is funny. Spoiler alert. Planet of the Apes. He goes out to space, cryo freezes, comes back, thinks he's on a new planet, and then finds out it's actually Earth at the very end of it. And the whole Statue of Liberty head and the hand is part of that movie. So the fact that they had that entire scene in there for just shits and giggles is so fucking funny.
That scene looked familiar, and I didn't know what from. And I don't know if I've actually seen the original Planet of the Apes, but I've seen that shot before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Iconic shot. And the fact that it's just like, yeah, this is how it got there is from Spaceballs.
What was another question on a part? Because after they bring her back, he doesn't take the money, right? They get the gas and whatever. Yep. And then they go to like a diner, and they got to be quick. So he orders the soup. Barf gets the special. First he says, I'll have the cleavage special. Pretty funny. And then the special, it kind of was like an alien shout out. Like, yeah,
it wasn't the food itself. It was that those characters were from like the Alien movie.
Okay.
Like the very first Alien movie, that's the jumpsuits that they're wearing. So it was just like, again, linking to another movie at the end of the movie.
Yeah. And
then the alien popping out and doing that whole entire dance thing is a spoof off Looney Tunes. The frog. There's a frog character that does it. So that's a spoof off that.
Yeah, that part was wild too. He's like, what do you have? The special? He's like,
I'll have the soup.
That. Yeah, I'll have this. Can I change mine to the soup? Yeah, that felt like an alien spinoff, and it makes sense too because they're in outer space at a diner, so like to meet up with another movie or another cast, like being at a diner.
Exactly. Like it's so
sense.
Genius, man. Like,
yeah,
I love it. It's just right down my alley for humor.
Yep. And then we get the fortune cookie finally. Yogurt pops up and lets him know he's royalty. You know, your dad was a king, mom was a queen, whatever. He's a prince. Him disappearing was fucking hilarious. Took forever to go away. But great wrap up. He comes back to get married, you know, and that's when you get your boy like, this is gonna be the short version. Do you? Yes. Do you? You're married.
Hey, he's getting pissed off. I'm marrying somebody here today.
Everybody keeps interrupting that guy. He's just fired up and he just can't get any words out. Like, do you? Kiss her. You're married. You know.
All right, we're good. Now, let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm marrying fucking somebody here. Overall, I mean, may the Schwartz be with you there at the end. Overall, I mean, it's meant to be a bad movie. Spoof movies I've always enjoyed. I think they've gotten worse with time.
Oh, 100%. Because there's no humor in them. The spoof movies nowadays are just, well, it's a spoof movie. And no critical thought goes into it. Which goes back to my prior comment where it's like they had George Lucas reading this shit.
Yeah.
Like that man created Star Wars. So it's like they have the original creator and the spoof creator working together instead of just throwing a bunch of fucking characters in a movie and calling it a day. That's why it doesn't work. But it looks like they had a $25 million budget and grossed 40 million during its run in the United States. So
that's not bad.
So to that critic score with the smashed tomato seemed pretty fucking relevant in 1987.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie was good. I mean, I think to your point earlier is like where spoof movies have gone south is when you try to make fun of so many more things than just one. Like we did talk about here at the end, they incorporated a couple other movies, but the whole plot was based on fucking around and making fun of one specific series.
Right.
One movie. Like where
And I think the original Scary Movie does that too with Signs.
I think
like
or
is that Scary Movie 3?
Scary Movie 3 is Signs.
Okay.
The first 3 scary movies do that, and then the third one kind of starts to get some other things going on, like The Ring.
Yeah.
Like they incorporate some other ones, but then when you get to 4, it's like we're trying to make fun of 18 movies. It's like it doesn't work.
It's like no, because
there's no plot.
You can't get enough references in there.
You can't tell a story. You can't there's no plot to the movie when you're bouncing around to like 18 different movies. Like you just can't do it. You have to stick to one. And like we've just gotten to the point where we try to squeeze as much bullshit into a spoof movie as possible. Whereas you go back to this one, they're not doing that. Like we're sticking to the script. We're making fun of this specific
memorizing
item.
the lines.
Yeah, right. But like they incorporated some shit at the end that some people catch, some people don't. But like the whole point was to make fun of Star Wars or spoof of Star Wars.
And all the characters are based off spoof of Star Wars, right? Yeah. And it's like nowadays it's always a third party character coming in that had, and Scary Movie's kind of like that too, just like someone completely not associated with anything. And then it's spoofing everything else, where this is directly spoofing the movie.
Right. Yeah. Overall though, happy with the fact that we've had 3 wildly different movies. I mean, I feel like that's our goal, but it's all based on the wheel. And like coming into this series, it could have been very, very similar every time, and we haven't gotten that, which is awesome. And this movie was fun to watch. I mean, we haven't gotten a ton of comedies. I mean, I know we watch Sandler, but when it comes to like when we do the wider categories or different scopes, it's like we don't get as many comedies. And then this would be really the first like spoof, which is its own kind of category of comedy. Right. I thought it was. I mean, it's a shitty movie, but that's on purpose.
And it's old, so I mean,
yeah.
Fuck it, I'll give it some leeway, but the humor's top notch. It's right up my alley. I know some people wouldn't like it, but it's just fucking funny. The giant keys to unlock doors, and they just touch it.
Yeah,
come on,
it's a movie. Something that we've gotten away from that we got to get back to is like, and I don't know. I think maybe it's just because this movie made me think of it. But like when you talk about like perfect time to watch this movie, like if you're a pothead. Oh. You're gonna get a kick out of this one. Like, if you enjoy these types of movies, or you're like it's late night, going to bed, or like you're stoned or something, like this is a classic one to throw on because you will laugh. I don't know. I think it's the more we've talked about it on here today, makes me respect it more because of how shitty these types of movies have gotten.
And to go back, we always mention music. A lot of the theme songs is by John Morris. He's in everything. Toy Story, Young Frankenstein, Spaceballs main title. So it's like he does a shit ton. So it's like, yeah, it's a spoof movie. I want to kind of rephrase it because when you take music seriously, it doesn't matter what type of movie it's in. It always ups the level. And Mel Brooks is famous for doing a stupid spin-off movie, but he treats it so real. For example, Blazing Saddles has this super amazing like orchestra intro. And they got a country artist at the time to sing it. But they didn't tell him it was a spoof movie. So when he sang the song, he made it super serious, and then they use it for a spoof movie, and it just elevates everything.
Yeah, I think music is a huge, huge player in all movies. Because if it's bad or if you don't notice it at all, like that's a problem. I feel like it can add so much, and it doesn't. But have when to you fuck it up,
it does nothing for you. So it's like to take the music production serious elevates any movie that you're doing.
Yeah. No, I agree. No, I agree overall. Overall, though, good movie. I'm curious to see. I mean, if Critter or Trav watched it, I wonder what their thoughts were. But
Who cares? Who cares?
funny,
We don't need them.
funny, funny space movie. But next week, I know we're not able to do the draft this week. I know typically that comes in episode 3 of every series. Obviously, can't do that with 2 of us. We could, and if we only have 2 of us next week, we will. So we'll be bringing you a draft next week. But to find out what we'll be watching next week, the final wheel spin for the space series. Gee's first time getting the wheel.
Yep.
Can you get out of the screen here? What are you doing?
We're getting it. Give me a second.
No, my Chelsea's just walking all over the place over here.
How's that? We doing okay?
Get the hell out of the way. I can see it. The whole prediction thing's gone to shit in terms of, but it's still fun.
Yeah, where's my fucking money?
Yeah, it's
all. Since we only got 2 of us, I feel like we got to end with Interstellar.
I hope so, but I also am cool with like Ad Astra, Gravity. Like, there's a few movies.
I'm cool with Wall-E too, but Alien, Interstellar, Wall-E. I think that'd be pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm hoping for like Ad Astra, Wall-E.
I haven't seen Ad Astra, so that'd be good.
I haven't either. I haven't seen Gravity.
I heard Gravity sucked, but
it probably. I mean, it might. I haven't seen it though, so it'll be fun.
That'll be a good movie to bag on.
I don't know if I've seen Prometheus. Isn't Prometheus part of the Alien series?
Yeah. So
Loosely.
it's supposed to be a prequel, like how everything got started type deal.
Okay.
I don't really understand it, but it was a cool movie.
Those movies kind of rock.
All right. Without further ado,
what is going to be wrapping up the space series here? Hoping for one I haven't seen, but Interstellar would be a great.
Not gonna get it.
We're gonna get E.T.
No.
E.T. It's been a long time since I've watched that.
Oh man,
that's tough.
E.T.
Gotta watch E.T. Extraterrestrial. Well, wrapping things up with a kids movie. I think technically that's a kids movie.
I would say it's a kids movie. Old kids movie.
Yeah. I don't remember really anything except the finger touch.
I just know the finger shit, and
that's all I got.
I think there's a spoof where it's like Skittles or some shit.
I don't know. I'm sure this movie's been spoofed 1,000 times because that alien. From what I remember, that alien's an ugly motherfucker.
Oh, dude, he looks like a shaved ballsack.
Yeah, he's not a looker. But wrap it up with E.T. Classic kids movie. I had it on VHS. So that's how old it is. But I was alive for it. I don't know. I don't know when it came out. E.T.
Let's take a pick.
Nope, was not alive for that.
Not even close.
Not even in the
1982. Fuck.
That movie's gonna be something special, huh?
It's got a 99% on the critic tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes and a 72% on the popcorn meter. So
probably going to be more towards the 72.
Yeah, 250,000 plus ratings.
It is a legendary classic movie.
Yeah. I think that's a good one to end on.
Yeah. Nope, not bad. I mean, there's a lot left on the table, but we can always find a way.
We always have a lot left on the table, and we just put that back into the smorgasbord for the next topic.
Yeah, they'll get revisited. But hope you guys enjoyed the pick and roll, the little 2-man game. The Jackie Moon and Coffee Black passing the ball back and forth to one another. Hopefully next week we got the whole crew back together, but if we don't, we'll be right back at you with the 2-man game. I hope you enjoyed the episode. It was fun. It was real. Check us out. Spotify, YouTube, you know the spiel. Amazon, Apple. Instagram's got all the updates. Actually, everything app's got other updates as well, guys. It's just been fun. So get back in the theaters. Guys, we talk about movies every week. I hope we're doing a good job. I know we dove a little bit deeper into the 2 we talked about today when it comes to Eden and Bad Guys 2, but trying to get you fired up to go out and see it. Give yourself reviews. We both talk about doing reviews all the time. We don't do them, but we're getting our butts in seats, whether that's at home or it's in the theaters, and we're always getting popcorn. It's funny. I talk about the popcorn yesterday. Physically got the decanter, or not decanter, the whatever the little. What is the cup? What's the cup? What's the cup? The ramekin. Got the ramekin to put my extra butter in, guys. When you guys get your popcorn, don't forget your extra butter. We'll see you next week.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.